Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Warriors' goal is to sign players who can perform enough to take the team to the playoffs. Filling the void left by Klay Thompson will not be easy. Warriors confirm signing of elite pitcher and want to be champions again. The Warriors have plenty of options at the shooting guard/small forward positions. Trying to work out what the Golden State Warriors rotation will look like entering the season is like trying to pick a needle out of a haystack. There's plenty of focus rightfully on the makeup of Steve Kerr's starting lineup, but from the top to the bottom of the roster there's question marks that leave a wide range of possible answers. Buddy Hield could be in for 25 minutes per game in the Warriors rotation. After losing Klay Thompson to the Dallas Mavericks in the offseason, the addition of Buddy Hield has always been seen as the most like-for-like replacement as one of the best three-point shooters in the league. As a result, Hield is a legitimate option to take Thompson's vacated spot in the starting lineup. That will depend on whether Kerr wants to prioritize shooting, the defense of another former 76er into Anthony Melton, or the versatility and upside of second-year guard Brandon Podziemski. But even if Hield doesn't have a starting role, the 31-year-old could still be in for a greater role than many expect. According to Anthony Slater of The Athletic on Wednesday, some internally think Hield could be in for around 25 minutes per game. Considering how the Warriors want to play in the wake of Thompson's departure, that specific skill is what has some within the team predicting Hield to be earning around 25 minutes a night, Slater wrote. Given some of the defensive concerns and the fact he averaged just 12.8 minutes in Philadelphia's first-round playoff series defeat to the New York Knicks last season, most would consider 25 minutes per game as a significant high point for Hield. There's also the factor of how many options Kerr will have available at a similar position: Podziemski, Melton, Andrew Wiggins, Moses Moody, Gary Payton II, Lindy Waters III, players who aren't the shooter that Hield is, but bring different elements to the table and who could all play at the 2 or the 3. These are the conversations that make this Golden State season so interesting, and why there's such a keen eye on what happens across training camp in Hawaii and the 6 preseason games to come, starting against the Clippers on Saturday. If Hield is averaging 25 minutes per game, you shouldn't be surprised, but neither should you be shocked if there's periods where he's all of a sudden out of Kerr's rotation entirely. Steve Kerr breaks silence on Andrew Wiggins missing practice. The Golden State Warriors are in Hawaii for their NBA training camp. Practicing at BYU on Oahu's North Shore, Golden State will head down to the University of Hawaii for a preseason game against the LA Clippers on Saturday. It was announced by Warriors head coach Steve Kerr that star forward Andrew Wiggins will not play in that game against the Clippers. Wiggins is dealing with an illness that has kept him out of practice to begin training camp. While this news may sound concerning to some, Kerr spoke with reporters about Wiggins' absence from practice so far, saying he is not concerned. Via Kendra Andrews of ESPN, Andrew Wiggins still hasn't practiced here in Hawaii. Training staff won't clear him because he's still sick, Kerr ruled him out of Saturday's game. But Kerr emphasized he's not concerned about him and said he's been looking good in the weeks leading up to camp. This is a big year for Wiggins. An all-star in 2022, Wiggins will need to regain that form if the Warriors want to re-enter the Western Conference playoff picture. The Warriors did not acquire an established second option for Steph Curry this offseason, so the hope in Golden State is that Wiggins can fill that role.